Welcome back to Gotham City Midge. I'm Mad Dormouse. Here's Midge, and today's video is another chapter in my series about recreating classic Barbie looks. So today is going to be Solo in the Spotlight. And here is the final product with a microphone. I don't know why I have just the microphone, but so we have the Barbie with the interchangeable hands modeling it. This is one that as soon as I heard about it, I wanted to get her because she does the heart hands. I think it's great. Let's start at the beginning and explain how I got to here. But I started with Simplicity pattern 4719 because it's got, as you see right there, basically, it looks like this dress. Meow, what is it? What is it, sweetie? It looks like this dress. I mean, in the end, it didn't turn out quite like this one, but that's fine. Come to think of it, I don't know, when I went to cut out the pieces, there was not a piece for this overlay that's on here. Not that that's a part of the Solo in the Spotlight original dress. Either way. So, I started with that, and then I just had to get the fabric. Now, of course, shopping options are very limited now that Joann's has been closed. I found some fabrics at Walmart, because it's in Podunk nowhere where I live. It's one of the few places I can go to get stuff like that. So there was silky satin and the tulle I was able to find there, but the satin it didn't look like this or the original dress, so I had to order this online. So now I've got a yard, or what's left after a yard of me cutting this out just to collect dust, but you know, when you can't go to a fabric store anymore, that's what you gotta do. While I wait for that fabric to come, I did try to make basically a muslin out of some black fabric I had lying around, because I make oven mitts for Etsy, and I always have plenty of black fabric, cotton fabric, because I use it as a liner for the insides. So I figured, let me at least see how it looks by making, like I said, basically a muslin, so a prototype. So when the main fabric came in the mail, I was able to sew the dress up, but with the finished dress done, I noticed that the tulle trim at the bottom seemed really sparse. I didn't feel like it was full enough, basically. The main material seemed kind of see-through. So I thought, let me use that black cotton version of the dress that I did as a test as a liner, so that you can't see through it as much. I then used 2 layers of tulle for the bottom. In retrospect, I maybe should have used more, because on the original dress, it seems either the tulle is thicker or it's got more layers than this. So, had I really wanted to, I probably could have made a third version of the dress with 4 or so layers of tulle. So I sewed it up with the black fabric lining, and then gave it some hook and eyes in the back to close it up, because by adding the lining, 1/6 inch hem made it a little too small to use Velcro, which I would have probably liked to have used. So, hook and eye for the back. Another thing I'm wishing I did was sew some elastic in around the bust. The pattern did call for some straps which the original did not have, so I did not include them. I figured the way this dress is constructed, it's very form-fitting, so I figured, you know what, it should be fit enough to sit on the doll's body without needing any other support up there. But I'm wishing I had, I don't know, sewn a bit of a elastic in the top so that it conforms more to the body, because otherwise it is sitting a bit precarious on her bust. I also did try to make the gloves out of that satin fabric I found at Walmart, but turning them was a real pain, and all I would do was just poke through them with my turner I was using, so I nixed that idea. I also didn't want to buy another yard of fabric just to make the pink handkerchief that she comes with. Again, if I had a chance to go to an actual store, I could, ask for either just a couple inches of fabric. I don't know if Michaels cuts fabric like Joann's used to. I did work at Joann's. If I could get to a Joann's, I could ask for, can I get a sample of this material? And they'll give me 4 inches of it. And 4 inches would be probably enough to make the hanky. And if not, I could just ask for, 5 or 6 inches. So I don't know if Michaels does operate like Joann's used to. If you know, let me know in the comments. I think this was a good success. Solo in the Spotlight. Solo in the Spotlight was released in 1960, a year after Barbie herself debuted. The dress was released simply as a fashion pack, meaning it was just the dress and the accessories that came with it. Later reproductions with the doll were sold by Mattel. Alright, thanks for watching my video today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Bye!